Hi everybody, welcome back. Nigel here, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and this is well, it's part 2, but it's actually part 1 of actually doing something. So I photocopied the instructions basically because I don't want to ruin the little book. So what we've got to do is put all these cuts in the wire trunking as it's shown here. Now I don't believe the wire trunking should be here, but it may be proved otherwise. My first video is actually uploading as I'm doing this, so I've asked a question in there, as you'll know because you've probably seen it. Do you think this trunking should be here or not? And let's wait and see what it comes back. Just in case it should be, then we need to make these cuts as specified in the instructions. So you can see we've got all these dimensions here coming from the end, and you need to mark out and then cut them down. Something I'm not quite clear on, it says cut slots into wiring cover to dimensions as shown down to the level the cover sits on. So I'm assuming that is this level, the top of the ribs. So that's all I'm going to take out from now. If we need to take more out later, then we can. But so I've marked them out, and I've put some tape here to protect the Bombay roof. And so I'm just going to make some gentle cuts across, just to sort of make a start. And then we've got another one here. Some of the cuts that Graham has specified are actually already there. Like that cut there goes into that part, and that one there goes into that part. So they're sort of already there. And then there's a. Well, that's the join there. I was looking at that one there. That's the actual join between the two parts. So yeah, we've got that one there cut out. That one there's cut out. That one there. That one there. They're cut out, and they're cut out. And the masking tape's there just to prevent any scratches. So I want to straighten that one up because I got that one on a bit of an angle by the look of it. So if you remember, I mentioned in the first part of these chisels. I made these chisels for doing the for getting all the ejector pins out. So these will be really handy for taking the these little chunks out. So what I should be able to do now is with this chisel is just push down in there and take that bit out, like so. And coming from the other side, and that's it gone. So that's how we're going to do that. So I'll go on and do this now and get it cleaned up. It's probably easier to do it in smaller pieces actually. I tried to do too much at once. So I'll go and get this all done now and get it cleaned up, and then I'll be back. Okay, all those slots are cut out now, as you can see, and all done. I just need to tidy that one up a bit, undercut slightly. What I'm not too sure about is, as I say, this terminology about down to the level the cover sits on. I'm assuming that is the level without all the stiffeners here. So that's what I've done. I've taken it all level to them. And all I did, like I said, I just used my cut chisels that I've made, a knife, a file just to get in there and just square up. And that's it, job done. So looking at step 2, it tells us we need to drill these 4 holes using alignment jig. Well, this is the alignment jig in the set that Graham provides, and you can see this side is poured that way. So this side is, as I said, you can see it's been machined on a CNC machine and then taken a mold off it. And what you're doing is basically putting that on there like that. It locates on the bit you've just been cutting about, and then you drill 4 1.6mm holes. And this this block is fairly thick, and the drill fits very snugly, so you're guaranteed of keeping everything square as long as you don't go tearing into it. And so I'm just going to basically go over the top like that, and there's one hole spotted. One thing I don't think I've mentioned yet about this kit, with the Hong Kong models Lancaster, this ain't no air fix. It's the plastic is very hard. It's a very unusual plastic. It's not like Hasegawa's plastic hard. It's almost like ABS. It's very, very tough. It's not ABS, but it's very, very tough and quite difficult to cut. So you need to make sure you've got a good sharp knife all the time, especially when you're doing you know, carving stuff around for conversions like this. So there's those 4 holes spotted now, and I think I'll leave it at that because I don't know how deep they need to be. I don't really want to go right through if I can help it. Although actually it doesn't matter, does it, on the front, because the foil goes over it. So actually I will go straight through, so I'll draw them now. So they're spotted, so I can just drill them. In fact, I'll use this jig to go all the way through, because that will help to ensure that I keep the drill square. And if you need to, you could use a motor tool on here. Unless I'm actually drilling a load of holes out, chain drilling to knock out a panel or something, I'd rather use my little hand drill. I think you've got more control. There we go, that's that one. And there's that one. Just need to finish that one off. And normally you would go in with a smaller drill first, but obviously because you've got a jig, you need to go in with the 1.6 because it gives you alignment, unless you want to be really super technical and get a piece of 1.6mm brass, put it down through there, and then drill through the bore, or a piece of 1.6mm brass tubing, should I say, and then you can drill through. I'm just going to grab a bigger drill. 4mm here. Just going to shout for the back sides of them just to tidy them up there, and there we go. So there's the 4 holes drilled. Sorry, I whacked the camera then, guys. There's our 4 holes drilled, and they're for the they're going to be for the hydraulic motor that drives that spins the bomb. Just bring you in a bit closer for this bit, guys. These lugs, these holes that the HK gave you to put the bombs in, obviously if you're going to have this open, this shell area, or you can be able to look up in there, you don't really want to see those, so it's best to remove them. Now unfortunately the ones that are directly behind the hydraulic pump here, or in front of, should I say, but behind the pump as you look at it going forwards, they're right on a corner, so I've put some 1mm plastic rod in them to fill the holes. And then you've also got ones like this that fall half on the side, so you end up, when you carve it away, you end up like that. So you've got the plastic, and then I've also got a carve away part of the lug on the back there as well, look. So I just get in there with my chisel and cut that away like so. This is very difficult to do on camera because normally I do it flat on the bench. So let's just turn it around. And I've got the flat side of the chisel against the plastic. And as I said earlier, this plastic is very hard, and it's kind of working for you and against you. It means you have to work harder to get them off. But it does mean that they sort of break away at the base rather than just bend over and rip a lump of plastic out, like say Airfix plastic would, you know. So yeah, so let's do this one here, and you've got plenty to practice on. You've got these, I've got rid of all these back here, so you can practice on the ones at the outer extremities between, you know, if you want to get it right first. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to go in with the chisel and cut halfway down. I'll do this up here on camera because if I mess it up then it doesn't matter so much. I'm going to cut down the middle like that and just split it in half, and then I should be able to just get the chisel and just push that away. Then go down the side again, and again just push that away, and making sure I don't dig in at the bottom, and then again with the chisel down the side, and again down the side there. And what I'm doing here is just paring it away, just paring the plastic away to enable to give me a nice flat area. It's just shaving tiny bits at a time, and then you can use the side of your scraper to feel it, and there is still a step there. There we go. And then at the bottom I can just get in there and just get in and get under it and cut it away like so. So I'm just gonna with the chisel on an angle, put the chisel on an angle, it won't follow the hole. If you go straight across, it'll go gadunk, 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 like this. If you go straight like this across, it'll go badump, badump. If you put it on an angle, it won't follow the original ridge, and you end up with a flat bottom. And the flat bottom is what we all want, isn't it, guys and ladies? We don't want too big a bottom. Nothing worse than a lumpy bottom on your Lancaster, eh? And there we go, that's that one done. So, and the ones here, like I say, the ones with the plastic in them, let's do this one first. What I'm going to do, same thing, just go down and cut the front of it off, and then break it, and then down the sides, and then just breaking it off. And as I said, at the end of the day, if you want to get really fussy and make a real neat job of it, what I would suggest is after you've done all your cutting and scraping and filing and everything, perhaps just put a layer of Mr. Surfacer at the bottom of each hole. Just get some Mr. Surfacer 1000, thin it down a bit, we'll get some 1200, and just put it in there. And there we go. Now I've got a wider chisel here, another one of these I made from a larger scalpel, and I can just get in there and scrape just to gently remove, again keeping the blade at an angle. And there we go, that's that one pretty much done. It does need a bit more off the side, so go across there, I can feel it. And there we go. And I think I can get a sanding stick in there, clean that one up. What I often do is with these, you get these little flory skinny sanding sticks. It's a good little tip for you guys. Cut the end off like so, go down the side, cut like so, cut that little chunk out, then you've got a little narrow piece to get in there then, and just start rubbing that away. And there you go. And then the back side, just quickly remove that little bit in there. Be careful because we've got wiring detail at the bottom. As I say, none of this is going to be seen, unless of course you decide to have the front cover is actually hinged on the sides and opens up like a clam. You may decide to have that open, have the aircraft under maintenance, and then you can show off your hydraulic drive unit and everything, and then in that case you're going to have to do this because this will all be exposed. So there you go, guys. Now what I will say is this one here, the glue's probably not dry. I only glued it in about 10 minutes ago, so the glue's probably not dry, so that would normally come out a little bit better than that, but I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so just another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, just another 12 to do. Right, there we go. All the holes for the bombs are now removed or filled or whatever, and now it's looking a bit more like a Lancaster bomb bay rather than a plastic toy part peppered with holes. So Yes, I really wish what HK had done, because these in real life are like I-section members with holes through them, and I think what they could have done, especially being as it's 1/32, they could have moulded a flat Bombay floor, perhaps with this raised portion, and then these strips, you know, they only need to make one tool. They could have done like 2 or 3 on a sprue, and then had them added separately. You know, perhaps put these ribs, the cross ribs on the part, and had them added separately. It would have been a much more realistic looking item. If they'd moulded them sideways, they wouldn't have even needed to slide mould them. So, you know, for 32nd scale, it could have been a lot more accurate, I think. But as I said in the beginning, this is why I'm doing it. I think this is the kit's major downfall, is the Bombay. I think it really lets it down. So anyway, enough whinging. So that's that all done now. So the next bit now I'm going to do is the actual conversion here. And please remember, guys, the work I'm doing here, like these, cutting off these bits here around these holes, removing these holes, filling these holes in and stuff, you don't have to do it to use the resin photo etch set. I just am. So it's just, you know, you can do it, you don't have to. So hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back with more for you in a minute. Okay, so it's 2 days since my last little clip, the segment you've just seen a few seconds ago, and again, I've done a lot of research. I have actually drilled 4 holes, these 4 here, and opened them up on the back. The way I do this, I basically drill them through with a small drill first. Well, I centre punch them, mark the centres first, drill them through with a small drill, drill them through with a slightly larger drill, open the back up with a larger drill again, and then I've got this this ball cutter here. I think it's 3mm diameter, and that fits in there beautifully. And then the beauty of this, it doesn't cut like a drill. Like sometimes with plastic, a drill can kind of corkscrew its way in and start to tear. This doesn't. It just sort of slowly wears away the plastic, and gives you you know, plenty of time to end up with that feather edge you're looking for, rather than the torn sort of plastic edge you get with a drill. And then what I always do, just to clean them up, I take the back of the drill that I've used and just push it in backwards, and that just clears the edges of the hole up nicely. So there we go. So right, this is probably going to fall into the category of rivet counting, and I'm sorry, but that's how it's got with this model for me. Right, so this is the image we've got in the Mark Postlethwaite book, and we can see that, let's put this Bombay on here. The difference we can see straight away is that this hole is further back from the front edge of this flat section. This flat section basically falls between the 2 main spars, the leading edge and trailing edge spars. So I've had a bit of a poke around and had a look, and obviously sort of checked to see if the kit was correct. There is a slight error in the kit, in that the flat area should extend forward only about another 3 or 4 millimeters, but the flat area should be in front of this bomb mounting thing here. So let's see, but something I am going to do is add all the holes in here that I can see depicted. It would appear that some have some holes, some have some other holes. I'm going to put them all in just for visual interest. There's no proof out there that says they were or weren't there. I'm also going to remove these because I don't think they would have been left in. I'm going to remove the conduit because I don't think that was there. And I'm going to extend the front of the bomb floor, this flat floor, forward, just to sort of add a bit of realism there as well, because there's a beam here that goes across, there's a beam here, and there's a beam here, and I just want to make sure that, you know, it all just looks good and busy, really. And I don't think there's anyone, unless there's someone still out there that actually worked on these things, or actually has photographs of this area of the aircraft then there's no one can tell me I'm wrong. So I'm going to get on with that, and I'm going to drill these holes. And if I find any more information that tells me that any of this is out of position and that the book is in fact correct, then what I'll do is I'll slice this out and I'll move it back. I'm determined to get this right. So I'm going to call that a day for this video, because basically there's no point in me going on having you watch me just drill some holes. What I'll do is I'll start the next part 3 with all the holes drilled, and I'll show you what I've done and the results and everything. But I'm keen to get the film out there. I don't want to be hanging around for a week, 10 days while I do more research and have you guys just get fed up and thinking I'm not doing this anymore. So I'll call that a day for now. There is going to be a little bit of a snippet at the end of this film. In fact, no, I may as well just add it now rather than use the film I've already recorded. This is my modified cockpit floor area for the pilot, and you can see I've actually pretty much scratch built the seat. I've added all the pipework in behind. I've had to pretty much scratch build the landing gear mechanism. I've had to scratch build the trim wheel here. There's a trim wheel that goes on the top as well. If you've been following my cockpit series, you'll have seen that, made up of photo etch and solder. And then there's this here. This is just made up of the center of a tank wheel. This is a piece of turned sprue, and then I've got a piece of what's that, 1.3 mil plastic rod rounded off on the ends, and that is the actual emergency pull lever. They could pull that up and it dropped the bomb in an emergency. So that was what they used that for. So that's something else. If you want to make an accurate Dambuster, that's something else you'll need to add. But also, just going back to the kit, the base of the seat is actually too long, so you need to remake that. But it would appear that the front of the seat is in the right position in the kit. This is also much lower. This is what you get in the model, and you can see that this is actually, there you go. You can see this is actually much lower, and then when it goes in, it goes in like so. And you can see that I've also added the map pockets in the side here. These seem to vary, so don't let anybody tell you that what you've done is right or wrong. There seems to be different configurations of these map pockets on different aircraft. Again, I can't see any link between Mark 1, Mark 3, Mark 10, whatever. So there we go. So that's that. So thanks for watching. I hope you'll like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell, and you'll get notifications of when I put all my next videos up. But I've currently got this one on the go. I've also got a 72nd scale Revell Lancaster I'm building. I'm going to be doing a full-on video build of a 144 scale Lancaster very soon, and also the Meng Toons one as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.